Hello guys, Susanna here. Okay, I'm back doing my sewing sampler. Hopefully it's not too dark, but if I open up the curtain at the back, it does tend to leave a bit of a glare. Actually, I probably can open it now. Hang on a minute. There we go. Hopefully it's not going to flicker too much. But first thing in the morning it flickers, so okay. So I am going to be working on this beautiful journal again. Sorry, just adjusting myself. Here is, just moving some bits and pieces. Here's that S that I was working on. I don't know if I showed you that or not, where I did a lot of seed stitch, or sort of like a running seed stitch. I followed the lines and then went around there. It's sort of got a little cross stitch here. I'm going around each of these in the pink, and I'll probably put something there, and then still a work in progress. That's going to be my front, so I'll just put that there, and then I've got that tag that I want to put in there, and here's all the fabrics that I'm working on. There'll be something else in there, so doing that for now, and this is what I'm going to be working on today. Ugh. Yeah, those little tag bits are great, but don't always make it easy. There we go. Lay down. Okay. Now I've got this really nice book. I had another one and I found this one, Illustrated Teach Yourself Embroidery book. I like a lot of the stuff that is in there. It's quite nice compared to that other book that I really liked. I like the cover. I'd love to teach myself how to do something like that. I really like that. But I cut out the pages of the embroidery stitches part. So it's got embroidery stitches, and then I just I'm going to pinch some of my favourites from these pages. So I just sewed, where are we? Sewed in the middle, and it finishes there, but you know, I just continued it on because that's what came out, and I thought I'm just going to put that in here so that it can be my embroidery stitch guide, and then I'm actually going to do some stitches, and I thought I'll get some different fabrics and different colours so that I can work with it. So this is going to be a bit of a work in progress. So I've done these. You'll see this and all the stuff I've got in here will be in the next video that I'm doing in a haul. So I've pre-recorded that. I've done the stitches, and then I'm going to do trims and motifs, and I think I'm currently working on the doilies, and the next one will probably be laces. So I've gotten a few bits and pieces here. This is like silk strand. You'll see this in the next video. I got all these from a op shop when I was away, so I can probably do some silk with the silk on there. This is actually from a what is it? A friend of mine had all these silk kimonos, and so she gave me this. It's like the raw silk, really, and quite vintagey, from a vintage kimono. So you probably can't see it too much in that. And then this is just from a doily, like it's sort of cottony fabric on a doily. And then I got that from this fabric. It's sort of like a linen ticking. I just thought I wanted some of the background to be a bit darker. The funny thing is, I've been planning to do this for a while in my book, and then and I'll link it below. And Brooke has taught how to do different stitches. So, and then I've got this beautiful fabric. This is Sanderson fabric, which I really love. It's sort of like an upholstery linen, because it's a nice dark background. I thought you'd be able to see some stuff on that. So I'm probably going to start working on this one, and actually will do some of the stitches from here. And then this is a back stitch. Where's the stem stitch? I'm going to be doing stem stitch. So a lot of these stitches in here there we go, stem stitch. This is my sort of Bible embroidery stitches, A to Z, best thing ever, worth getting, and you can still get them. It's from Inspirations, but this is like a vintage book, and I thought it'd be really nice to put in with that because it's sort of just taken out some of the pages. So what I would like to do is do a bit of a stem stitch here, which is in here, and I was thinking of using some wool, just for something different. And I don't know whether I'd do the lighter colour, which I may. I haven't got very much of that. Yeah, so there you go. I think a few people were asking, how do you use wool? Where's my little scissors? Here they are. Love my. So you need to get something with a bit of a fairly big hole. And initially I had grabbed this baby, but it's just so thick. Got a bit of glue on me. Hate having glue on me when I have to do stitching. So I was thinking I'll use the wool to do some stem stitch and maybe some what other stitch? I think some French knots that would really show. I'm going to do some French knots in the finer. I'll probably do some French knots on here. I'm probably going to do some different straight stitches, fly stitches and all that kind of stuff on there. But I thought for now, show you how to do some stitches on things that already exist. Like go with the flow of the pattern of the fabric. So I'll take that out. And because it's about stitches, I've got pins that are holding it down for now, but I think I'm going to stitch. Got this. Oh, where are we? I've got this. Putting things up here because my cupboard, my place is such a mess. I needed to put this on here so that I could enjoy it, like without the mess. Okay, now put that down. Put this. Oh, there goes my raccoon. Is determined to fall down on me. Okay, there we go. Okay, go there, go there. So I've got my. Stay there, little fella. And if I put that up there, that might work. You can stay here. Now, I'm going to start, and I'm hoping to keep a little bit higher up. Embroidery stitches. There we go. Now, and I was thinking, just do a little knot in the end. Got to start with the knot. First I was going to just do, you know, just some stitches randomly all over the place, but I thought, oh, I might use a bit of a pattern, maybe make some, like a picture. So here is I might do that there and connect up these leaves. They haven't been connected up. It's really weird. I don't know why it hasn't done that, but here's my chance. Okay, so I'm going to start here. This is stem stitch, and I'm doing it on this is sort of upholstery fabric. It's nice and thick. So we come back down, you have that, and you loop back on itself, and you come up halfway like that, like that's where you come out, and it sort of loops around, and you hold that, and you come up halfway between where you put it in and where it starts. Ooh, might prove to be a little bit difficult with this thick wool. Here we go. I haven't used this wool before, so then do the same, and you come up. I'm just going to come up, that's how you start it, you come up halfway, and then when you do it here, you go back in through that hole that you've just made, which makes it a bit easier, especially with the wool. Okay, go back down and come in. The way that Anne showed how to do stem stitch was a little different. Where's my thing? And with wool, as you can see, quite thick. There's a nice chunky look about it. So I'm going to go all the way down first. So in there, as long as you remember for the first one, it comes, you start there and you go halfway, and then just keep going down. If I can still see that line, yeah, it's there. Hopefully you can see that. Got my fan going in the background. It's funny how, you know, we're on the other side got where it got the heater on with that fan going, and you guys got the fan because it's so warm. That's funny. Okay. Okay, so it's like a little caterpillar, and this is the texture of the, and on the back it actually looks like a little running stitch. Stem stitches are actually great for what they say that you've got to use them for, like for stems and all that kind of stuff, and borders and all that. So keep going. Where's that line? Oh, just, if you've got a white pencil, one of those embroidery pencils, they're good, but I didn't want to make it too dark. Okay, keep going to the end. Okay, and how you finish off, you'll notice that it's sort of on the top. I will go down that hole there, that last hole coming out there looking like it's going on the side, and then you go down that last hole because it's not attached, so it won't go through. So what I'm going to do now is do a stitch, couple of stitches here. You probably won't even need very many. So I go back through here, might go underneath, saves me having to re-thread it. I'll sort of loop it around, and then I come up the top and do that stitch again. Okay, then I'll show you how to do it. That's the first stitch. Loop it around like that, and then you come halfway. I'll show you in a second. Ooh. Okay, loop around, come halfway up between. Now this first stitch is the most annoying. Oop. And now I just go like that, and I go back into the hole that I've just made, which makes it a lot easier to go down. So I'm just going to go like that, and I'll go underneath, because we don't really need that many stitches. So I'll probably continue that a little bit later with that colour, so I'll finish it off so I don't have to show you how to do that. And then I was thinking, where's my little thing? Hang on, tin. Okay, back again. I just had to get some more threads from the wool one. I thought I might use that one there. So that was the stem stitch, 122 on that book, and I want to do French knots. That's another one of my favourite stitches, or even a colonial stitch. Okay, French knots, 77, and the colonial knot is 41. Try the 41 first. 77 is the French one. So they've done it with a bit of a, that's really easy. So I might go on to the colonial one, which is, what did I say? Colonial 41. There we go. There we go. Now I've got a dog ear. That's one I used a lot. Okay. Now I'll put my head down again. I did have some of these colours, but I just thought I wanted something in the pinky colour. So I'm going to do a couple of little knots there to make them look like berries or something like that. And some of you have already seen the colonial, and by the looks of it, it's just a bit of a thicker fabric on there as well. I don't think it is wool, but they turn out quite rather chunky when you've got wool, which is good. Now put that away, put that over there. Okay, just put a knot in there, and come up here. So I'll go here. Okay. So, like it's got on here, you go like that, and do what they call, like you come out there, and then you get your needle and you go through there like that, and then put it over there like that. So you've got like what they call a figure eight. So under, over. See how it's like a little figure eight? I'll do it a little higher up. You've probably already seen this quite a few times. Under, over. Then you go down, and it doesn't say to go in the same hole, it says to go a little bit next to it. So hold that down, pull that, don't have to pull it too tight. Oh, gets a bit tricky. This is where my little rubbery thing comes in handy, wherever that is. Here it is. I've got this little rubber thing where often if I've got it, it's a bit tricky, I'll pull, because it's sometimes getting the grip. There we go. Okay. And then you've got yourself a colonial knot, and it sort of looks a little bit like a berry. It's rather cute. I'll do another one. So you just come out, okay, it goes around like that, and you go under, over, So it's like a little figure eight, under, pull it around, go over, and then put it next to it. Sort of bunch it, pull that down, and grab this because it's not going to pull through. This is actually really good to do through felt, that's quite nice, or wool, like a woolly blanket type thing. Might do another one just here. So come around, under, over, pull next to it. Ugh. This is one of those grippy. There we go. There we go. So that's more of the Colonial knot, and it really does look rather cute with that. So I probably could do a few more along there, and that's how we've got a Colonial knot. So I quite like that. Now I could probably, with a smaller fabric, needle, I might even use some of this. This is a French, French fabric, so I'll probably use, yeah, this one might work. Okay. I love the way that it looks before you undo it. Looks like they've tied off the knot here by the looks of it. Here we go. And so what I'll do with this is I'll have little knots, and I'll make some I'll do some French knots. Seriously got to get myself one of those threaders. One of the ones that Rachel from Roxy Creations got. I reckon that would be a beauty. Okay. Take this off. Open it up. Get myself some. Gonna have to probably put it onto a card now that I've opened it. And then we'll have ourselves some little French knots in between those Colonial knots with the wool. It does make a bit of a difference. Okay. Okay. Now this is still thicker than what a what's the name would be, like a DMC thread. So what you do is you pull it out, just ignore all that, pull that out and just grab it and loop it around. I'm just going to say 3 times, and then put it very close but not in the same hole. I remember when Anne was showing it, she was doing it through the same hole, and I'm like, but that would pull through. I don't know how she did it without it pulling through, but there we go. I'll do a few more around. It's got a bit of a different feel. It's a lot tighter, whereas the Colonial knot is. Have a look there. See how that's a lot, and I mean it's smaller warp. So you just go like that. 1, 2, 3, close to it but not in the same hole. I find hold the needle underneath like that with your thumb and your finger, then pull that down and hold that and pull that down. It's really pretty, and maybe I might do another one here. can even use this stitch to do you know, like a colonial stitch with wool, and then use other lighter stitch around it and make some flowers. So 1, 2, 3. Oop, ow, prick myself, and go down. There we go. That is so pretty. So, well, we're already on 25 minutes, so I've done a stem stitch, colonial knot, and a French knot. So, I might even do, I'm going to do along here, maybe next time, some, do a chain stitch, but do a pinwheel chain stitch, which is something that I really enjoy. Hang on. Have a look. Still only 25 minutes. Okay, because it is my favourite stitches after all, so I quite like that pinwheel chain stitch. I will do chain. $34. Oh no, it's not a chain stitch, it's a blanket stitch. There we go, 10. This one here, it is really easy, and it's showing you how to do the blankets, just your basic blanket stitch, which you do on the edge, so it shows you an edge one. And then it shows you how to do little flowers, and then you put on the inside a little a French knot, which I would probably do with that. So you've got double blanket stitch, and then there's all different ways you can do it, making a rosette, but I quite like that one. And once again, you would get, I might get my white fabric, and then I'll do a circle. You start off with a circle, and then you just do a little blanket stitch around that. Now, where is my white? Thing 10. What do we got? Oh, we got 27 minutes. So I might just leave it for now, and just do those 3, and come back and do a few more. So I will probably catch you. I'm going to do this one on the next one. Okay guys, yeah, there's any trouble with stitching, it does take a little bit longer, and at least now I've got it in process, and I'll have all the stuff ready for the next one to show you some more stitches. Okay, I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching guys, I hope you're enjoying this series. Bye.